Alright, in this video I'm going to do a main overview video to make sure everyone understands what we're doing here and no one gets lost, okay? The four main videos we have for ranking a site are content, on-page, social, and backlinking. And I just don't want anyone to get confused. I don't want anyone to think like we do our content and then we're done with that, and then we move on page. We do our on-page, we're done with that. We move on to social. We do our social, we're done with that. We move on to backlinking. Even though these are in steps, we're really doing all these things. It's all ongoing. Okay, it's not like we get to the on-page stuff, we do our on-page, and then that's done for good. We're always going to go back and do more on-page as we add content. As we add content, we're going to do more social. We're going to do more backlinking. So all these things tie together. It's not necessarily a step-by-step. This is just kind of like for the initial start of the site. So I don't want anyone to get confused there, where it's like, we do content, that's done. We do on-page, that's done. It's not like a check-off list. It's more like this is how we start, okay? But it's all ongoing. And also, make sure you're aware that you should probably start looking for blog network sites right away. Even before you order content or make your own content, you can start looking for blog network sites. The more time you spend doing it, the cheaper you can get better sites. The better sites you're going to find, the cheaper you're going to find them. The more sites you bid on, the better chance you have of finding them cheap. And of course, that all depends on your budget too. How good the sites you go after are, if they're showing, how high the PR is showing. All that stuff ties in, but I recommend you start looking for network sites right away. Okay, and that's something we don't necessarily have video on. Say, okay, step one, look for network sites, because you can start looking for them whenever you want. But my recommendation is you start looking as soon as possible. Start getting your asset together, start getting your network together. That way it's there and it'll be ready to go, and you'll, again, get the best sites at the cheapest prices the more you put into that and the sooner you start doing it. Okay, then of course you gotta either order your content or write your own. Some sites we write our own content and then we change it later. We order content and then we change it later. Some sites we write our own content. Some sites we just order content and leave it. It just depends on the niche and what you're doing with the site and how likely people are to read the content as opposed to just taking action. Like with CPA stuff, I know a lot of people just order content and leave it, because a lot of people with that type of stuff, they just go and they're just looking to get fill out some quick information. They don't necessarily read the article. So it depends what you're doing and what niche you're in on how you do the content. Okay? And then of course, as soon as you put up content on a site, on-page starts. As soon as content touches a page, that's on-page. Titles, interlinking, H1 tags, all that's bolding, underlining, linking out to outbound authority links. That's all on-page, and that all starts as soon as content is in play. So these two actually go hand in hand. Social stuff, again, even though this is listed as 3, you can start those right away. You can start your social accounts as soon as you start ordering your content. You can start making those social accounts, just setting them up, adding friends if you want to, or adding followers or whatever. So again, these are all interchanged. And then backlinking, this is one thing that I would hold off on until you start getting that social going and all of that. So that is one thing that we would hold off on a little bit for. But all of this can be done right away, kind of all at once, along with finding network sites. So I just want to make sure everyone was aware of that. You don't have to do this and then wait a week and then do this and then wait 2 weeks to do it. You can do all these 3 at once, okay, along with my recommendation of looking for blog network sites right away. Okay, so now next you'll be seeing the videos step by step, instructions for each of these topics here, and it'll all come together for you.